he is going to give not tax increases, massive tax increases to pay for AOC's plan. AOC was a poor student. I won't say where she went to school. It doesn't matter. This is not even a smart person, other than she's got a good line of stuff. I mean, she goes out and she yaps.
That was Donald Trump during an interview with Fox Business's Maria Bartiromo. And so he took aim at her, and, well, you heard what he said. The poor student. I'm not going to say where she went to school, but this is not a smart person. Oh, really? So it's a little ironic for a man who refuses to release his college transcripts. He's going to call another person not very smart and a very poor student. I mean, hey, look, you asked for it, man. AOC decided to respond to this, and she said this: "Let's make a deal, Mr. President. You release your college transcript, I'll release mine, we'll see who's the better student. Loser has to fund the post office." And I have no doubt, of course, she's going to win this little deal. After all, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez graduated cum laude from Boston University with a degree in political science and economics. She's a very smart person, right? Conversely, Donald Trump graduated from Wharton Business School, but unfortunately had no accolades to his name. Trump was reportedly not listed among the top honorees at the university's commencement, and his name did not appear on the dean's list, which would have indicated that he was among the top 56 students in his graduating class of 366. So, not a very impressive student, compared, of course, to AOC, who graduated with honors. So now, there's more information, by the way, about Donald Trump, because the Washington Post decided to speak to an admissions officer, as well as several of his former classmates and even a former instructor from Wharton, to see whether or not Donald Trump was a smart person, a great student, right? So now first we've got former admissions officer James Nolan. He said when he was interviewing Donald Trump, this was back in the 60s, Wharton, by the way, at that point was not exclusive. It was fairly easy to get in, at least compared to the way, the difficulty is in getting some colleges now. Nolan said this, quote, "I was certainly not struck by any sense that I'm sitting before a genius. Certainly not a super genius. Yeah, but was he a smart person? Well, we'll get to that." Luis Calamares, who spent considerable time with Trump during real estate classes, said in an interview that he headed a weekly study group. Trump had attended 2 or 3 of the study sessions when, one day in class, the professor announced that the most important thing was to attend his lectures. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Trump close his book, and he never came to another study group. But he never missed class either. Oh, well, at least you showed up, right? In a 1985 biography of Trump, Jerome Chasile wrote that Trump hardly viewed his attendance as a priority. Quote, "Donald agreed to attend Wharton for his father's sake. He showed up for classes and did what was required of him, but he was clearly bored and spent a lot of time on outside business activities." Well, I mean, look, sometimes when you're bored, it means that the stuff is beneath you. Other times you could be bored because it's way above you and you just don't care. I don't know what the situation was. I'm just saying. But one of the, obviously he seems like not a great student, right? But one of his teachers was actually a little bit more harsh in his criticism. And this is the late William T. Kelly, who taught Donald Trump at the University of Pennsylvania. He said this, quote, "Donald Trump was the dumbest goddamn student I ever had." Oh, well, that's great. I love that quote, by the way. I love to bring it up every time that Donald Trump claims that he is a super genius. I'm the best. I'm a super. Nobody's smarter than I am. I'm very, very intelligent. They always ask me, how am I doing? Like, going back to that cognitive test that he, for some reason, thinks is a test of his smarts. You have to pick out an elephant, right? And like, oh no, that's an elephant. That's a lion. He thinks that that's a measure of his smart. I mean, of his smarts. Okay, really? It's not. That's the same test they give to like people that they're trying to test for like dementia, things like that, to make sure that their brain actually works and isn't a pile of mush. And so he brags about that. What is it? Man, like man, woman, person, camera, TV, or something like that. Hey, I'm not the one taking the test, by the way. It would be kind of ironic if I got it wrong before this segment, if I were looking at that same test. But anyway, that's it. Tony Schwartz, ghostwriter of Art of the Deal, also said that Trump had a stunning level of superficial knowledge and just plain ignorance. It's almost as if he's projecting on AOC. Okay. But look, this is nothing new for Donald Trump, of course, or the right wing. They've been calling AOC dumb for quite some time, ever since she was elected, at least. And I think the reason is a person, woman, man, camera, TV. Thank you. That's what that is. Person, woman, man, camera, TV. Well, now I'm going to remember the rest of the day. But look, they attack AOC because they don't have anything else on her smarts. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, she's incredible. She's a rock star. She's progressive, very intelligent, incredibly passionate. She can dismantle people and systems of corruption in 10 minutes or less. You've seen the videos. You've seen her take these people apart. And the reason that they tried to dismiss her is because of all those different things. They are very, very afraid of people like AOC, young, smart, progressive women.